My dreams as a child were to help people. I always wanted to do something for the world and get out there and really make a difference. I have a grandfather that was in World War II as a merchant marine, and also a great-grandfather who was also in the war in the Army. My family history of being in the military and my general respect and admiration for the Canadian Armed Forces is what motivated me to join. When I joined the Army Cadets at the age of 12, I had already pretty much decided that I wanted to join the military. But it was through the time that I spent as an Army Cadet that I really fostered a deep love for the military, and it really promoted me to join. My first posting was to Halifax, Nova Scotia. I joined the Navy as a resource management support clerk, so I did mostly administration and finance. I spent most of my career in Halifax though. I did spend some time on ship, and I also spent time doing the international tattoo, which was really a good time. We did the gun run, and it was very physically demanding but very rewarding. It's very high-paced, emotional, physical. It's exciting. You're performing in front of thousands of people every night, and that was one of the most memorable experiences of my service. I developed PTSD after an onboard accident. The ship actually crashed in the Halifax harbor on the way back from one of my first sails. I was on the upper decks doing lines at the time, and unfortunately saw everything happen. Pretty quickly afterwards, I started to develop symptoms of PTSD. I didn't know what it was. No one around me knew what it was. But very quickly I was unable to go on board the ship, and then it kind of escalated from there. I think people in and out of the military should know that PTSD can happen from a number of different things. It can be from simply witnessing a traumatic event, as well as being in a traumatic event, and it's all dependent on the person. Some people may develop PTSD and some may not. I think it's important for people to know about PTSD because it's a debilitating illness. It can really affect people deeply in a number of ways, and it is something that's very hard to understand if you're not dealing with it. It's hard to understand when you are dealing with it. So more awareness is definitely needed around PTSD and the effects it can have, and the symptoms and the warning signs. The best part of my career in the military and in the Navy was that I met my spouse during the gun run in 2013. Being able to support him as a sailor and still be connected to the military community means a lot to me. It enables me to be proactive and engaged in the military community as a veteran, which is a very rewarding experience. I've never made friends like I have in the military. I consider them family. It's a deep love for your fellow soldiers, fellow sailors. You know they have your back. It's different than a regular friend from your childhood or something like that. It's a deep friendship. I learned how to be an adult in the military. I grew up very quickly. I went from a child to an adult almost overnight, and there were a lot of growing pains along the way, but I'm a far better person for it now.